Hot days.
Yeah, go back to dribbling your Ciroc balls.
Oh shit.
Welcome back to another episode of Distracted. We are your hosts. I am Gugs. He is
Jag, aka Santos.
Damn. And diddle me this.
Diddle me this. Shit.
Oh, man, we're just trying to be lighthearted, but for real, it's kind of messed up. Like now that
No, you can say it. It's kind of fucked up.
I know it really is.
It's a fucked up situation.
Like it's hard to avoid. I think everybody's seen it by now. There's a video out of Diddy and Cassie. Ooh, it's bad, man. It looks like it's just getting worse for Diddy.
Like every time we try to record an episode, we're like, okay, we're gonna cover this topic and like a deep dive and some other messy shit happens, and like we're just getting over the Kendrick Drake shit, and now fucking Diddy's video comes out and oh man, it's bad. I feel bad for Cassie.
Yeah, no,
like,
really, like now,
wow.
Like when you first read like the transcripts and all this stuff, there's always a little bit of hesitation. You're like, why did it take so long for it to come out? Well, like if it was such a big deal, why didn't she say it before? But now you're seeing this and you're like, man, it's honestly, it's heartbreaking. You're just like, how the hell? Like she put up with it for this.
She was a star.
That long. That's crazy.
She was a superstar, and to think about she's dealing with this behind the scenes, like it's
really
crazy,
yeah.
man.
And like it's disturbing. In case anyone hasn't seen it, like there's a video of him chasing her in a hotel lobby. Like she has her hood on.
With his towel on, just a towel. Like this guy gives no fucks.
Somehow.
Yeah, he's like holding it, running down the hallway. Fucking, I'm like, whoa, dude, you're fucked.
It's wild, but like she's trying. You can literally tell, like there's no audio needed. There's no audio in it,
yeah.
But you can clearly tell she's trying to escape him.
Yeah,
and
she's. I think he was like passed out or something is a word that. She tried making a clean break and he fucking woke up and
she's trying to get to the elevator and like he hits her, he drags her back, like it's
her,
fucked up.
like
Yeah, throwing shit
boot
at her, like yes.
Yeah, man, fucking disgusting behavior.
That's terrible. Yeah,
disgusting behavior. My first thoughts are, who leaked the video? Where the fuck does the video come from all of a sudden? Like this is not like it just happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago. This shit happened in 2016, man.
Yeah, and apparently people are saying that he had paid off the hotel staff when it happened.
Yeah.
So like he had gotten control over the video. But shit, man, once something's out there, it lives on forever. Like
there's no escaping the internet, man.
Yeah, like where did it come from?
Like
I doubt that he would have kept. Well, who knows, man? I don't know. With all the allegations, who knows? But I doubt that he would have kept something that would have incriminated himself. So there must be copies of it.
So what I'm hearing from a lawyer that I've seen on TikTok, he covers the whole Young Thug shit and all that. I saw that he probably had the video, and when the feds did a raid on his house recently, that they walked in, they couldn't get anything on him, but they got the tape, couldn't charge him with shit, and they leaked it. So there's one of two things I've heard. They leaked it, or somebody cashed in cha-ching and was like, here, I'm gonna fucking sell you this tape.
Makes
and
sense.
Somebody else leaked it. Either way, the video's out. And there's no going back, man. Like, this is it. Like, he made an apology.
Yeah. He had a tearful apology. He posted on like Instagram or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like he's like, I was at rock bottom, and
dog, you weren't like, come on, man.
Like apologizing now.
You're only at rock bottom because of this shit. Like, you don't give a fuck. Like, let's face it, man.
It sounds like he's apologizing that the video came out.
Yeah. He's not sorry for his shit. He doesn't give a fuck, man. Like, at the end of the day, let's face it, Diddy is Diddy. Right? Diddy, we grew up with Diddy in the 90s and all that shit, and he had some bangers. He was untouchable, you know, like Bad Boy and all this other shit. So many artists under him, and he, like, come on, man. You don't, like, we've heard, this is not the first, oh my God, holy shit. Like, we've been hearing shit about him from day one, but now there's actual video proof, and that's where shit takes a different turn.
Yeah, no, like seeing it like makes it feel so much more real.
Yeah.
Like it's really crazy to think that like this is a guy that for so many years we celebrated. Everybody
Yeah.
celebrated. Like
he
was a
celebrated
mogul.
his own life, man. He didn't give a fuck about it.
Yeah,
Like he was just
like
just
he was
living
the man.
lavish.
Like everybody wanted to be Diddy.
Yeah.
When we grew up and we saw Diddy,
You know what I mean? He made dancing and music videos cool.
yeah, like it was like take that, like everything.
Yeah.
His own mannerism, his dance. Like he was it. Like he was, which is crazy to think. Like a lot of people don't know how long Diddy's been around. Like the younger crowd, right?
Been around the world. Yeah. See,
yeah.
We're not trying to glorify him, but the thing is, he's a part of our history. And
Yeah.
whether you like it or not, he's a part of hip hop. We'll get to it later, but it's just like there's a lot of history with him. A lot of history with other bad boy artists. You know, people that we came up on, like Mace,
Yeah.
Lil Kim, Notorious B.I.G., fucking you name it, man. Like
J-Lo.
J-Lo, fucking even Nicole Scherzinger and
Yeah,
Scherzinger,
everywhere,
whatever her
man.
name is.
He's been had songs with everybody. Right?
112?
Like, yeah, 112. But he's had songs with G Unit, 50 Cent, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's had songs with even like Chris Brown. He's
50's
had
a
songs with
fucking-
like he's been associated with like so many people.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey,
I know.
The
So,
Locks.
he's led. See, that's the thing. It's hard to talk about one without the other. Like I'm not giving him his flowers, but like we said, he's a huge part of hip hop. Now, my thing is, shit came out. Shit's getting messy. Shit's getting really fucking messy. But does this hurt the other bad boy artists?
Yeah, because I mean, they even relaunched Bad Boy at a point, right?
Yeah.
With like French Montana, MGK. So it's like a whole newer wave of artists too. Rick Ross was heavily associated with him. The Game was like, there's a lot of people that have been
But,
around Diddy. Like,
I mean, like even your
everybody.
old shit, you know, like the Mace songs and people that were featured on shit. Like
Yeah.
now if Diddy gets canceled,
Total, Lil Kim, so many people.
do we like if Diddy's canceled, and me coming from a DJ's point of view,
Yeah.
you know, do I still play songs with Diddy in it? You know, do I still fuck with Diddy? I don't fuck with Diddy, but I fuck with Mace and I fuck with all these other guys, 112 in them, and like, am I just not allowed to play those songs? Do you not listen to those songs? Do you not listen to the songs fuck these other artists over with their streams and numbers now? Because they're trying to live a life out of this shit. And now this one guy fucking trying to be all up in the video. You know what I mean? Like he fucked everybody.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because so there's a fine line, right? It's like where do you separate the person, his actions, and the artistry? Because you can't take away. Like he was heavily associated with the Notorious B.I.G., right?
Yeah.
And say like Juicy's an anthem, right?
Anthem.
So it's
When
like
I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like are you gonna be like, no, we're not gonna pay this anymore because Diddy was associated with it? Are you just canceling Diddy songs? Are you canceling any of it? That's what I'm saying. There's such a fine line. It's like, what do you do? Because same thing kind of happened with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
don't really
another
hear R. Kelly anywhere anymore. R. Kelly music, which is crazy because
He had
like
hits.
yeah, like
He had
again, like
fucking hits,
separating, like talking from a perspective, like living through how big R. Kelly was when he had songs like "The World's Greatest,"
Yeah.
"I Believe I Can Fly," like
I believe I can fly. Like shit, man.
yeah, like you had to be there. Like they were played
even Home
everywhere
Alone.
all the time.
Home Alone, like
Bro,
those
there's
kind of like
so
party
much,
anthems,
yeah.
like
Anything
Hotel
off
with a
12
Cassidy.
Play, anything, yeah. Like there's so much. Like if I could turn back the hands of time,
Yeah.
Man, I wish.
Remember that series, Hiding in the Closet, whatever
yeah,
it was?
in the closet. Yeah, there's so
much shit,
man. There's so much. He had songs with like Lady Gaga, but Lady Gaga herself said like, "I will never play that song again"
Yeah.
when that stuff came out.
Fair enough.
So I don't know. I'm just saying from a perspective, like you don't hear R. Kelly anymore. So, and R. Kelly had that song with Diddy too, "Satisfy You."
Oh man, that was a hit too.
Yeah, like how
Like,
great.
fuck.
And they use a "I Got Five on It" beat, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, when from a perspective that all his stuff got taken away, what? I mean, maybe we're speaking a little prematurely because he's technically not been found guilty of anything yet.
Yeah.
But just having the conversation of what would happen if.
So I mean, I don't know about you, but I play DJs. What am I talking about? When I DJ, I play some, just a little bit. Don't cancel me, but I do play some R. Kelly shit, Home Alone, and a couple of other songs. To tell you the truth, you know, people say fuck R. Kelly and all this shit, and I get it. I'm not condoning anything he did. He did some fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like he
that you wouldn't condone for anybody.
Yeah, like I ain't
ever.
condoning that shit. I ain't fucking with that shit. But the music from the person, it's hard to not like. I have to separate the two, because if I'm playing a 90s set, I have to play some R. Kelly. I have to play some Diddy. And if Mace is in there, or if I'm playing other artists and Diddy's in there, well, there's no 90s without Diddy. Like, I hate to say it.
Like, can you do, like, talking about, like, 112, Only You? Like, that's a classic record, right?
There's, I have to, like...
Honey. Like, he's a part of that.
Exactly.
Right? The Honey remix. There's so many... Like, he has his own tracks, obviously, like All About the Benjamins.
Oh yeah, those like the bangers, man.
Like for those who don't really even know, or like just a rewind too, is like when Diddy launched his solo career, like after B.I.G. passed, it was he dropped No Way Out, and that album went 7 times platinum.
Damn.
Huge numbers.
Damn.
Huge, right? And he had hits on hits on hits coming off that. And like I'll Be Missing You, where he sampled that Sting song.
Yo,
that alone was like, that's an anthem. People still play that at like when they want to remember loved ones, when people pass away, funerals. I've heard that countless times.
He probably
candlelight vigils. Like, never stop hearing that song.
He probably plays that song when Sting collects his royalty checks.
Yeah,
I'll be missing you about his money, man, because he pays $5,000 a day to Sting till the day he dies for that song, all because he didn't clear that sample. That's fucked up. And if you guys don't know, he sampled that song from Sting, because there's probably like a lot of younger listeners that don't realize that, man.
There's a lot of younger listeners that don't even know Diddy is. Yeah, but that's crazy in itself. That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
It's like, this is how like the history that comes off this stuff is like that song. Like Grammy, he won Grammys for the album, the song, like. That was so big. Like, Diddy was such a big solo artist.
Yeah.
That then he obviously became like mogul status, where, I mean, he obviously had the Bad Boy label. He has so many artists under him, some of them that we've already named.
Yeah.
And then he went on to like Ciroc. Ciroc alone made him
I was a
millions
fucking
on
Ciroc
millions.
fanboy, man. I had all the Cirocs. I had every single fucking flavor. I have a Ciroc basketball still in the packaging. I have fucking Ciroc shot glasses. Bro, I got this fucking... Somebody went to Vegas and brought me back a bag. Brought me back a bag of Ciroc fucking misters. Like these little skinny pens you fill up with water and you just sit there misting yourself. I guess maybe when you're in the club or some shit like that. But I still got those. You know what I mean? Like, I was diehard Ciroc.
Boss, you don't want to be misting Diddy affiliated.
Yeah, I know. Ain't
Stuff
no
all
Diddy
over your face.
Ain't no Diddy missing on me. But fuck yeah, man. Shit. But now I gotta get rid of those fucking misters. Hot days. Those
go back to dribbling your Ciroc balls.
Oh shit. This guy just fucked up my whole... I gotta grab a garbage bag right after this and throw that shit out, man. Oh, that was terrible.
I mean, in terms of just like, do you still rock with Diddy stuff?
Man.
Like that?
I think for now, I don't support what he did, but I don't think until he gets prosecuted or some fucked up shit comes out, it's still... I don't fuck with Diddy, but I fuck with the music, so I can't take out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can't take away the impact that, you know, like we grew up listening to all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people grew up looking up to him and being like, I have aspirations to be like him, whether it's musically or just from a business standpoint. And he had associations with like a lot of people's favorite artists too. So it's like, I don't know, like, where do you draw the line? What happens, right? Like,
It's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, for now, all I can say is Suge Knight's probably sitting in his fucking cell, warming up the other bunk bed.
Maybe Suge had a point back at the Source Awards when he's like, if you want an executive producer, all up in your videos, dancing, all up in the records.
That shit was iconic, though. Still,
yeah, that was iconic. Come to death row.
Yeah, that was like boss shit.
And what a time like to think about. Kind of distracted, but just going back to the I think it was like the Source 94 awards. Like, yeah, man, you could feel the tension in the air. Like, how crazy that was. Like,
real
Suge Knight. Suge's already in jail for doing a bunch of shit, and well, I mean, not just in jail for a bunch of shit, but I'm just like he's done a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And like all the shit he's done, him being a boss record label executive at that time, and like Diddy now, especially what you know about Diddy. There's always been allegations about Diddy too. It's like he had money on Pac's head. Like, there's so many things.
I came across that shit from Game. He was saying the 0 to 100 beat was meant for Drake.
It was,
meant for Diddy.
Drake it was offered to him, yeah.
But we've all known. I've known about that for a bit, but I didn't know. Well, I mean, Game is Game. Okay, so I think Game's a dope artist, but I take everything he says with a grain of salt because I just don't know the exact truth. But Game recently claimed that Diddy was the one that put the hit out on Drake in LA.
Because he says on the 100 song, right? He's
right
like,
in the starting.
He's like, people try to set you up.
Set you up. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Do I trust Game 100%? I don't know, but fuck, if that's true, like, shit.
But apparently Diddy had beef with Drake back in the day. They almost got in a fight or some shit, or they did get in a fight. And then apparently J. Cole got in a fight with Diddy too.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. People said it was over the Drake thing. I don't know. I mean, how the hell any of us ever verified?
Thank God Diddy didn't keep that beat, man.
I know that was a smash too.
Yeah,
like
if Diddy would have
real quick,
fucking just the whole fucking time, like, nah, man. Like, and we proceed to give you what you like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But just getting back to Diddy and all that shit, like, you know, so that was crazy about Cassie. But then he was also with J-Lo and all these guys. Like, do you think he did all this shit with all of them, and you think they're gonna come forward?
That's the thing. Like, I don't know, but he's been with Cassie forever, and then he obviously had that high-profile relationship with J-Lo for a long time. Like,
which J-Lo's going through her own bullshit right now too. Like, I saw some shit. Like, she's pretty much on the edge of getting canceled. It's fucking crazy because I heard she's like a bitch in real life and all that.
That's like some Batman shit, right? Like, you live long enough to become the villain.
Yeah.
It's like everybody has. And of course, to varying extents, and for some reasons, yeah, I get why you would, like, say for Diddy, like, if you really did all this stuff and like the video that came out, this is regular behavior, yeah, cancel the dude, I get it. But I mean, like, everybody has demons, everyone has, nobody's a perfect person, so it's like eventually shit comes out about everybody, and then it's like, where do you draw the line? Because I mean, at this rate, everyone's gonna be canceled.
Yeah, I mean, I hope not. I mean, well, talking about everybody getting canceled, I think Jay-Z, you were telling me Jay-Z or 50 Cent or somebody said
50
some shit.
keeps going at Jay-Z too.
50 like just Jay-Z's, like pop with everybody.
Yeah,
man.
Well, I mean, that's 50 being 50, like we said, right?
50, I hope nothing ever comes out about 50 because 50 is a fucking gem.
Well, man. I know, like, well, 50, like we said, 50 had songs with Puffy too.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he call himself, now that he said Puffy, what was that other name he had for himself? Diddy Love or something?
Something like that, yeah.
What kind of fucking name?
Man, he went through like Sean Puffy Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy,
Diddy Love, Diddy Do It, Diddy Not. Fuck.
Man, he's been through like his career spanned on forever too. He was doing like those not techno, but just those other like upbeat songs like Nicole Scherzinger and like all that stuff. Yeah. And like, man, like his career went on for a long time. He had a lot of different phases in his career.
Shit. I think I don't know, man. He thought he was untouchable. Shit at the
I can see why. I mean, he pretty much has unlimited money. He was at one point he was estimated to be a billionaire, or he was damn near close. It was like a race between him, Dr. Dre, and like it was wild. He was worth like over 800 million at one point. I remember for sure.
That's crazy.
That was like at the peak of Ciroc.
Fuck, man. And I've come across some dark shit about him too online. Like, other than like, did he kill Kim? Did he fucking get Biggie killed? Did he kill so and so? Did he put the hit on this guy, Pac? Like all this other shit. Like, I don't know. The rabbit hole goes deep. The rabbit hole goes deep. And I don't know what the fuck there is, but like I said before, I'll still play his music. I don't know if you'll still listen to him, but I think that's enough about Diddy for today. I think we've given this guy enough limelight until something else fucked up happens.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I mean, when it comes to just like music and that stuff, like we'll see what else comes up, because right now is after the whole Kendrick Drake beef just died down. Now it's like all this stuff is back in the limelight. This whole Diddy thing that kind of took away from it for a little while.
For a bit, I think Diddy was probably loving life at that point, man. He was probably just like, "Fuck, finally I'm out." And then his son drops that diss track that just completely fucks shit up. And right after that, this video comes out. Like Diddy just steady fucking losing right now, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy. I can't even say poor guy. The guy deserves it after the shit he did. He was already fucking, like, he was like UFCing her, man. That shit was like fucked up.
Yeah, that was fucked up. And he still had like you said, like he had relationships with so many girls. Like he was with Young Miami too, right?
Oh yeah, you were saying
and
that.
And then, like, I don't even know.
Who the fuck knows?
And he has like how many? He has kids with like a lot of different people. You said that one of his baby mama's died, right? Kim.
Yeah. And people are saying that he was behind that death. Like, who the fuck knows?
Who knows, man?
Talking about another messy situation is Akademiks. This fucking guy, man. Like, he was Team Drake, all that shit, and then Drake's been called a pedophile. Kendrick's been called a woman beater. Akademiks has now been called a rapist. Fucking Metro grooming. Like, it's like all this shit's just coming out about these guys that is just very dark and twisted, and like it's not even like, it's like how you were saying it before, like it's about who's the biggest Me Too, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like they're trying to Me Too each other. It was kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, like it's fucking getting crazy, man. Like, it's not even about the music anymore. All this crazy shit's happening.
Everyone's just making accusations about each other, and meanwhile, like, this Diddy shit is going on. And like Akademiks, for those who don't know, is like he's being accused of some woman that he dated is saying that.
Not even just one. I think it was like several.
Oh, is it more than one?
There was like another like 17-year-old girl he texted or some shit saying come link up, and there's like a picture of him like holding her from behind and all this crazy shit. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know, but it's like Akademiks out of everybody too. It's not even some, like, you know,
especially with like him being the Drake supporter and the allegations made against Drake. Yeah. And mind you, who knows if any of that's true, but it's just not a good look regardless.
It's terrible.
It's never a good look.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's it's fuck.
I don't know. Apparently, like that the one girl, the case that I read about was like she says that she was drugged and then assaulted by two of his friends while he made a video.
Yeah. What's it with everybody making videos?
Yeah,
shit?
like what do you like?
What's wrong with you?
Like what good can come from that? Like let's say you did commit. I mean, obviously it's wrong to do in the first place. But let's just say any activity that you're doing that is illegal. What good is gonna come from filming it?
It's fucking the worst thing. Like, even that hotel thing with Diddy, like, you know, that's out of his hands.
Yeah.
But why do you keep the video in your house if it was a feds?
If that's what it was, yeah, right? Exactly. That's what I mean. Like what good is ever gonna?
This fantasy that you guys have about just fucking keeping shit out, like.
I think it's just, I don't know. Is it a thing that comes with like having money, power? I don't know. Or is that, or is like, or you're always this type of person and just having money doesn't change it? I don't know, man. There's some, either which way, man. That's fucked. And that's real shitty for that woman that had to go through that too. Like, that's fucked up. And apparently that's like, this isn't even new news. Like, she had reported it back then when it happened. It's not like, oh, she just decided to bring it to light now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe Drake paid her off. I don't know. Fuck. Let's spread that rumor now. Seems like we're living in an era of fucking just spreading the worst shit you can spread. I think we're sort of nearing the end of this episode, but I really hope this is it. I don't want to see no.
I know. I hate touching on just like what the fuck do we talk about this whole episode? Just some real fucked up, bad, tragic shit.
He just hates touching. Calm down, Akademiks. I just had to make a cheap one. I was there for the taking.
But
But yeah, man, like I don't know. I don't want to keep covering this fucked
I know.
up shit
I'd rather
anymore.
cover more lighthearted shit, but
What do you do? You know, fuck, I don't know. Next week I think we're gonna have to completely switch it up and do some other shit.
If this is the only news out there, I don't want to talk about it no more.
I think I'm done. I don't want to mention Diddy's name again. I don't want to mention Kendrick and Drake or any of this shit anymore for a bit. Either I want to see like a new headline, like something fucking huge, which probably won't happen, or I think we got to go into some other shit.
Yeah, we got to get a bunch of good topics that we can cover. We always mentioned a bunch of stuff that we wanted to go into that we haven't. So I think it's time to kind of, and behind the scenes, we were actually talking about making a couple of changes to the podcast too.
Yeah.
We might have some new members coming.
Some new recruits. You heard? But I think it's a wrap. I think we're done for the day. And, Canucks Game 7. Big night.
Yeah.
Hopefully they take it.
It's starting right after,
pretty much
now.
pretty soon here. We decided to do an early one today, so shit, man. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully we get to round 3.
Yep, and that'll be something to talk about for us too.
Something to talk about. Something to wrap.
Yeah.
But it's a wrap. We out.
Peace.
Boom.